Hello, welcome to my first video. If you're watching this video, this is your first time seeing my face probably. And I'm making this because life is utterly just too short. And this is a realization which I've had for a while. But only recently have I decided it's probably best to do something about it. I don't want to use this platform or this channel to speak about personal stuff. So to not that's complete lie. Not to speak about personal stuff, but not to go into the intricacies of all the bad stuff, but to appreciate some of the good stuff, right? To look at life from a human perspective and speak man to camera about things I feel, things I think, and really what I think of life, because like I just said, life is too short and we all want to leave something, right? So why not a video channel? So yeah, I feel like we should start this video off as an introduction, so you can get to learn a bit about me, and the person who's going to be chatting on here probably most days between now and whenever, really. I'm not too sure. What's there to say? Well, I'm Sam. I'm obsessed with business and entrepreneurship, and I have been since I was probably around 8 years old. I'm a very flawed individual. I'm not going to hide it at all. I'm incredibly flawed, and I think that's probably a very important thing to admit early on, because you know, realistic expectations and all. Yeah, what else is there to say? I'm a Christian. I'm a very strong Christian at that. You should probably tell by the cross on the hat and the Cairo on my hand. I have 3 tattoos, I think. No, I've got 4. I got one there, which is my family name, which is Collins. I've got the Cairo. I have this one, which we may or may not go into in a long story. And then we have this one, which is Experivit. So, yeah, that's a Latin phrase for he took his last breath. Let's think. What else is there to get out in this first one? There's a lot I could say. The current business I'm running is to do with sales and advisory, which are 2 things I'm very, very interested in. Yeah, I mean, I've had probably the most life-changing year of my life this year. I'm nowhere near where I want to be with anything, and that's also what this is going to document. This is going to document the progression with that, hopefully. Yeah, there's so much about myself, my own life I want to improve and get better, and I think this is also a good accountability thing for that in a way. But it's just, I mean, let's get real for a minute, right? We pass every day as people expecting something to come, right? Expecting a savior to come change our lives for us. And every day we wait and don't start taking actions ourselves through Christ, but every day we don't take action ourselves, it's just another day wasted. And we waste those days again and again and again and again until, like that, they're just gone, right? And that's what I'm trying to prevent. I'm trying to prevent wasted time. I think one of the biggest lessons you'll learn from loving deeply, anyone deeply, I mean, especially a partner, a lesson you learn deeply from there is it's something you want to hold on to while you have it. And being courageous enough to be in love, it is courage. It's putting your all on the line with the chance that it could just get stripped and taken, right? And so I think it's important that we cherish every single day, and especially so we can cherish those moments of love. I think that's what it's about. And I suppose this channel is almost about bringing life back to that, bringing life back to not how we spend it, but who we spend it with, and not even necessarily the journey, but why we're taking the journey, right? Who we're taking that journey with. There are only so many things you can feel in life, right? You can feel experiencing getting, your first nice watch, right? Or maybe your first date, or maybe, you know, even a birthday that you remember, right? We have all these great firsts, we have all these great experiences, but most of the year we just live on off mode, right? If it's not one of those great experiences, then it's just another day. But I disagree. I say it's not just another day. I say it's the day. The day is today, right? You don't know which morning is going to be your last, and you don't know which night is going to be your last. All we know is that we are grateful enough to wake up every morning, and I think that's enough. But I think it's also enough to be able to just appreciate that, if that makes any sense at all. You know, being grateful for just waking up is something. So I just think if people took more time to focus on that, on the fact that we should be living with love, living with the people that we care about, living, you know, in honor of that, in respect of that, honoring our lives towards it, I think is just as important. What else is there to discuss on here? I have a few siblings. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers, so I've got a relatively good amount of siblings, of which I'm the middle. Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. What else? I don't know. There's a few things which could fit in there. Thing is, I don't want to edit this channel or make it unrealistic. I'd rather just show my thought process, speak to the cameras, I'd speak to myself. I was obsessed with self-improvement for a long time in my life when I was younger. You know, I was on heavy self-improvement routine. It was getting up at 3 a.m. every day, ice baths, workout, meditation, reading, deep work blocks. I was on all of it, and it was probably some of the best years of my life productively, in terms of business, in terms of work, in terms of progression. So yeah, I think I want to get back onto that. I was my happiest at that point. So yeah, I have in a lot of ways. There's just some stuff I need to tighten up on. If I can tighten up on that, I'll be sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I should probably think better about what I'm going to say in these, or at least have an idea. But I want to post them regularly. I want to post them daily, and I want to post them, most importantly, honestly and openly. Because if there's anything we should leave behind in this earth, in my opinion, it is the truth. And that's what this is. This is just me speaking to the camera, speaking the truth. So I know this one was a bit of an odd one. I might post 2 a day. I might post 3 a day. I might post 1 a day. I don't know. I'll post them as and when I have something to say, which I think is the best time to be posting. So yeah, God bless. And yeah, hopefully this all goes well. See you guys tomorrow.